welcome to the Shire. Well, today's the day we're going to do some cooking of sap. Yes, it does look a little dark out here. It's, what time is it, Mike?
It is about 10 after 5.
10 after 5, Saturday morning. This is my friend Mike. He'll be in and out of frame. I'll be in and out of frame today. So anyway, so we're starting off today. I showed you the Mike's cooker, evaporator. So this is really kind of cool. It's a 55-gallon drum with a stove kit on it and the top cut off so that these pans, which are varying sizes, are going to go on top of the cooker, right? And then these are going to be filled with sap, and we're going to start to cook down the sap. Remember I said previously, this is like a 40-to-1 operation. So we're going to put this sap on here. Right here, we got a 5-gallon bucket all the way to the top with sap. That's going to go on here after the fire burns down just a little bit more. We get it going. It's going to be real nice and hot. And we're going to show you the process throughout the day. We also got a turkey fryer over here that we use to preheat the sap so that we can add sap as the process goes along without adding cold and ruin our boil. So come along with us today. It's going to be a busy day, and we'll be right back. We're going to tend the fire a bit, and we'll show you where we're going here in a minute. All right, we'll be back. Stay with us.
And then I'll
Okay. All right, so the fire's roaring. Here we go. We're going to put our first pan of sap on. Here we go. You want what do you want to move it with? You think?
I don't know. Maybe a screwdriver or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
Looks like it's sealed pretty good.
Good deal. Here, put this in the pocket.
Okay, thanks.
Looks good here. Okay,
Looks
so we
color.
got our first pan of sap on. See, the fire's good and roaring. Idea here, as Mike has said, Mike is our mentor here. He's telling us he's done this before, and like I said, we're rookies. So as a result, pans on, fire's got to be roaring. We want a good hot fire because we want a good rolling boil. We got our preheater going over here, so we're rolling. So stay with us. We'll keep moving ahead.
Going for the next 5 gallons.
Yep. How many? What are you putting in there, Mike? That's 5 gallons. You're gonna put in there for the next pan.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, as much as it'll fit, but
Right. Now that's that sap we collected and just put in the cooler, so it's just been resting there for the last couple days. We'll get that fired up, and we're gonna get ready to put that on the fire as well. Cool. Thought I'd give you a different look here too. So there's our preheater. As you can see, it is definitely nighttime here. So I wasn't lying about that. Anyways, so here's our preheater going right there. We just got one going, have the capacity to do a second. And you can see there's a pot of sap on there right now. And that's just getting hot enough so that when we add it to the sap on the evaporator, it doesn't ruin our boil. So there's our evaporator, another look to it. You can see the fire's starting to roll. We're getting a little bit of use here. There's one pan on, and we got room for 2 more pans, which we're going to add in a minute. And then here comes Mike with another 5-gallon bucket of syrup for sap. So we're going to pour that in. We're going to add it to the fire. And with that being said, we'll be back. Okay, we got our setup complete. Most important thing, Mike and I got our coffee from Gato Malo Coffee Company, of course. Shameless plug there. But anyways, so we got our system set up, And a lot of this is now just being able to monitor, stay with, and spend some time. So I have a feeling we're going to drink our share of coffee today, and as we go through the process. So, all right, so you can see the fire is ripping pretty darn good. We have an electric fan on there, adding a little bit of extra air. The pans are almost at a boil. Now, Mike, we want this to be like a rolling boil, right? We want a rolling boil without it boiling over, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're looking for a nice rolling boil. We got preheat pan 1, preheat pan on standby, and there's kind of another view of the process right there. And then, like you say, we have all our sap over there in the barn ready to go. It looks a little messy over there, but trust me, it is highly organized, or not. And then, like I say, so that's the process. It's on the evaporator. Smells great. Love the smell of a wood fire. And now it's just monitoring, tweaking, and staying with it as it starts to boil down. So we'll give you an update here in a few minutes. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. It's just starting to get light. It's about 6:50, 6:40. So we've had the fire going. We've been cooking for over an hour, and we're really making some nice progress. As you can see, Mike right there is transferring from our preheat pot to our evaporator pots. Now, I was going to tell you just a little bit of something about this that I think is kind of interesting. The reason that you use an evaporator like this with these pans is because you're after the concept of as much surface area as possible. As you're boiling this off, you know, you could certainly boil it in a pot or something like that, but it's going to take a lot longer. These pans give you maximum surface area and maximum heat from the fire. So as you can see, that fire is hot. That's a hot one. And then you can see here, you can almost see it coming out the chimney. I don't know if you can see that, but it is orange coming out the chimney. So there's a lot of heat going on, but you can see that contributes to the boil because we have that nice surface area there. So we are up to what, Mike, 20 gallons we got processing right now?
Yeah.
And then if you had to guess, in an hour, what do you think we lost in volume? You think we lost a couple gallons?
Probably 5.
Maybe as many as 5. So as a result, we're doing really well. This is a great process. We're kind of tweaking the fire right now a little bit for actually, you know, because we can't leave well enough alone. We're doing this for maximum efficiency. But anyways, so this is, it's really going well. You can see, I don't know if when Mike shines the light, you can see that's a nice rolling boil, and that's really what we're after. We got to make sure that we don't get a foam over situation. If we do that, we'll kind of mitigate that. I'll tell you how we do that maybe later. But right now, everything is going well. Time for more coffee, and we'll be back with you in a moment.
I was just waiting for it to die so I could put it back in the coffee.
Okay, I thought we'd do a quick update here. It's about, what time is it, Jack? You know?
Oh, it's after 9 o'clock.
It's after that. So we've been at this for a little while, and it's all good. We got 30 gallons processing right now. I have to apologize for the earlier videos. We didn't have enough coffee in us before light. But it is an absolutely beautiful morning today. I mean, the sun's out. It says it's about 24 right now. Going to go up to 40, maybe 41 today, so we'll kind of see. So we're just kind of hanging out doing the work. So we've got 30 gallons within the process right now. We got our preheaters are working real well, and you can see we've got a real nice boil going here. So hey, we're making great progress. And interestingly enough, if you're kind of wondering what temperatures we're dealing with, the outside of the drum was 850 when I just hit it with the thermometer here. So it's a hot fire. But that's what you need. And the idea is you want all that heat on the bottom so you get that good rolling boil. So anyway, so that's where we're at right now, and we'll do another update here in a minute. Stay with us. Okay, a little bit of an update. As you can see, It's about noon. We've been at it for approximately 7 hours, a little bit less than 7 hours. And we're doing really well. As you can see, Mike's by the evaporator there now. Now this, if you can see, it's a little hard to see right here, but that's all that's left of our original 35 gallons. So we're way down. Now we had used our warming pans, but we're through that, and now we're down to just the very last little bit. Now what we're looking for, today's calculation based on today's weather, is 217 degrees. That's when we're going to take it off, and that's when we'll set it aside for the finishing process. But at any rate, so it's been great. I mean, it's really worked out well. We've ended up using a good amount of wood, but all in all, it's really been a pretty seamless process, and we're going to work here from here. So we're looking for just a little bit hotter, a little bit higher temperature. As Mike was saying, you hit kind of a stall point here where, you know, you get to 214, and we're kind of just a lull in there right now. And I wish you could kind of see it. You can see it's a much more viscous boil as it starts to get thicker, and you could, if this was smell-o-vision, you can smell the sugar in the steam, which is pretty cool. So we're going to keep going. We'll do a little bit more, and we'll show you towards the end here when we take it off and set it aside to rest. We'll be back.
So we're still way down.
Is it floating at all?
I'd say no.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're doing a test, or a hydrometer test. Right there you can see we're down to, we're getting really down low into the material. There's only maybe an inch in the two front pans, and then in that back pan is maybe 2 inches. And it didn't pass the hydrometer test yet. We are at 216 degrees.
There's 2 gallon there?
Yeah, I would say. You don't think there's 2 gallons total?
No.
So we're getting close, but we're getting pretty close.
Maybe 5 quarts.
Yeah, and we figured if we were lucky we'd get 3 quarts, right? So yeah. So anyway, so we're doing really well. Just kind of waiting and cooking it down the rest of the way. We've let the fire go down just a bit, as you can kind of see. And like I say again, we're right there with pretty low.
See how these
pretty low.
bubbles
So.
are different than now?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
See them? And they're
Yeah.
different. That's
Yeah,
like the
definitely. Now you
center.
can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, quick update. Mike's doing another hydrometer test. We just removed 2 of the pans, combined it into 1, and we're doing a test to see how close we're at. Oh, look at that. That's about right. We're about close, aren't we?
Yeah.
Think we're close?
I would say we're at 55.
Okay, which we want.
It's time to stop.
Stop. Okay, we're
Yeah.
about ready. So we're going to start and work taking this off. I'm going to help Mike. We'll give you an update. There's the pans we just took off. There is the
Real
pan that's
quick.
still on.
Real quick.
Real quick, let's take a look at it. It's looks a beautiful color, and it looks to me like we're very close. Mike's going to do one more test. We're looking for ideally 216, 217 today. 217 would be perfect, and you know, we're trying to get the fire down a little bit. This is a fast process. I was completely shocked. We went from just kind of sitting around waiting to it bubbling and being done in, what would you say, less than 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes. It's quick. It's very quick. So we're doing the test. I think we're about ready. We're going to take it off. We'll show you in a minute. Okay, we passed the hydrometer test. So that's our that's where we're at right there. That's our finished product. There might be, you think there's 3 quarts in there, Mike, or more like 2.5?
Probably 3.
Probably 3 quarts in there. So like I say, a lot of volume, 35 gallons to 3 quarts in 7 hours and 12 minutes. So that was our thing. So let me change this up a bit. Okay, so we took it off there. That's our finished product right there in the pot. That's the bottles that's going to go in, but we're not quite there. We have to finish it yet. So we ended up getting probably somewhere a little less than 3 quarts, 35 gallons down to 3 quarts. Not too bad. That's about right. We're ready to move on to the next thing, which is after this rest, we're going to take this home. We're going to finish it at home. Okay, so back again, just kind of a final wrap up. So again, we started with 35 gallons of material. We ended up with about little less than 3 quarts, and we're going to put them in our 8-ounce bottles eventually. But boy, it came out great. And what it's a process though. It's a process that involves patience, and when it's ready at the end, it's pretty fast. So we're going to call it a day with this video. We got to do a lot of cleanup. I'm going to go home and back to Berea, and we're going to do the black walnut sap, but that's tomorrow. Do that kind of while the Super Bowl's on, and then go from there. When we finish, we'll do the finishing and the bottling, and that'll be part 4 and our final part of our maple syrup series. Hey, great time, a lot of fun, crazy cool process. Even in its current stage, it is amazing. It tastes great. And so look forward to the next thing where we filter, we finish, we bottle, and we're ready to go. So until the next time, may your days be filled with shenanigans. Tell everybody in your life you love them, give them a hug, and we will see you on the flip side. Bye now.